I'm Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm here to do our Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download. This video is being live broadcast on July 31st, 2020, and I am sending out my personal notifications to all those who have requested them. For more information on that or anything else about this channel, go in the description box below the video. If you're new to the channel, we're so thankful and grateful that you're here today. This channel is focused on empowering humanity because there's all sorts of things going on in our world that we could look at in our personal lives, in our society, and what I've learned from my own life experience encouraged me to do this channel, which is my life works out better when I focus on love and peace and happiness because it's empowering and it feeds the energy that I enjoy more of in my life. So years ago, I began donating my time to offer these messages, and it's changed and it's morphed over the years. But what hasn't changed is that I do this from love, because I love my brothers and sisters of humanity. And I know that the better that I do, the better that you do, the better that we do, because we add to the collective feeling better, and that the vibration is everything. If you know anything about the laws of the universe, you know that the most important and most valuable thing that you have going for you is your high vibration. And I love the outfit that was chosen for me today. I've been letting my girlfriend dress me. It's been really fun. She picked out a bunch of clothes for me so I could have new shirts to show you. And today is all about good vibes, baby. I love it. So let's go ahead and get into our messages. Before I do that, I always am so grateful for all of the donations that I receive through this channel. And we are definitely worthy and deserving of all of those because we give so much. But for everybody who donates $5 US or more, I'd like to offer back a personal mini reading at the end of the show. And today you'll have an option. You can choose whatever oracle card comes out from you from the Affirmators oracle deck. Or if you have an actual question, whether it's a yes or no question, you could choose a mini reading from the Hermetic tarot. So if anybody asks a yes or no question today, who's donated $5 or more, I'll pull from the Hermetic tarot, or let me know in your comments if you want the oracle message from the Affirmators, which is really fun. I love it. It's quirky, it's fun, it's awesome. And so with all that out of the way, all that business, let's get into our message for today. Thank you. Ooh, yes, we got to offer our prayer first. Our map, our morning meditation, affirmation, and prayer. The map, the opening map. I do this every day. I started doing this with the retreat 2 years ago, and I really love it. So the opening map, meditation, affirmation, and prayer. Thank you, Lord Source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for these divine truths that are revealed today through me, by you, as you are all. You know exactly what needs to be heard. You know how to guide the perfect ears and hearts and souls to hear, whether it's today, right now, while we're live, or within the days to come, or within the many years and decades to come, as we've been shown that these videos will always be available, that the viewers and the hearers find what they need to help them embrace their power, because they are the beloved children of you, the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. So with all that being said and done, after these messages, we'll be right back. All right. So thank you, Love Source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. What is the words of clarity for love today? We have attempt. You have to at least give it a try. For peace, Love Source God, we have connect. And for happiness, Love Source God, what do we have today? Ooh, I like this. Transform and transmute these energies. Praise. The bottom of the deck is action and response. Because the action card fell off and showed response. And there's also peace there. Where did the action card go? Hold on. It just disappeared. So, okay. Action, peaceful response, attempt to show love, connect for peace, and transform and transmute these energies for happiness. So just with those cards coming out, and I'm really like, hold on, I can't get over the fact that where'd that other card go? And it was the action card. So it's like, it's not all about the action, people. Understand? What I'm hearing is that card will turn up. But at this time, what we need to know is everything happens for a reason. Everything happens on purpose. And I've known that to be so in my life for so long. And as a result, like that is the energy that carries into this show. And so it's not all about the action. At this point, it's about a peaceful response. We have to attempt to show love. We have to attempt to receive love. We have to connect for peace, and we have to transmute and transform these energies for our happiness. Let's look at what flashcard wants to add to our message today. What is the flashcard for us today? But for this Butterfly Nation Masters of Transformation, you got the frog. The frog sitting on his lily pad. Frog is all about that heart chakra energy with this green coloring. He speaks about the heart, about that love, where we have an attempt today. So we need to attempt to show love, be love, because you know what? On the bottom of the deck has the oven, and the oven is open. So either something's going in the oven or something has just been taken out of the oven. The energy is ripe. The energy is ready. Okay. So let's see what is going on with the major arcana, which is the energy that all humanity is being confronted to embrace, reject, learn from, or neglect. The heart, though, it's like your heart has been baking. The oven is hot. Your heart is ready. Your heart is ready to make this attempt. So some people on earth are going to be making an attempt to love like they haven't before, because finally their heart is ready. Some people are going to be making these attempts to connect, to change a status quo in a relationship, or to connect to their higher self. Yes, to change a status quo in their own life. So let's just go. What is the major arcana energy at this time? Overall, the foundation of the cell is to respond in peace for us with all of our behaviors, all of our actions. And with the action, it's not all about the action, but our response needs to be peaceful. So what I'm getting, it's not about what they do to you. It's about your response. Okay. So if they are rude, inconsiderate, whatever, you can respond in peace in order to put your heart into connecting to who and what you really are and transmuting these energies. And this card is just taking a while to come out. So I feel like with that, something is just taking a while for the energy to come out. It's taking a while for this energy to come up for humanity. And it's justice, people. It's time for justice for all humans. Something has been unjust in humans. And again, I'm hearing my spiritual ears here. It's all about the energy, about the magnetism on earth that we talked to you about the other day, Melinda. And I'm like, oh, because it's like, yeah, a long time ago, some very wise extraterrestrials changed the magnetic rotation, the magnetic field on earth. And then my friend Bubba texted me last year, and he was like, I always stop over this bridge, Melinda, and there's a river underneath it. And there's a swirl, a vortex, an energy vortex that swirls in the river. And last year, he texted me last summer, and he's like, it's swirling the other direction. Yeah, that whole system was broke down. Whatever locks were put in place on humanity, however that magnetic flow, flowing in its opposite direction, was broke. And again, now they're showing me that the rhythm, the law of rhythm. I didn't even know what it was when I started saying about 13 years ago. The pendulum in life. And I was really angry when I would say it, because I was feeling the injustice of all that I would offer on earth and the return being so little. And it's like, this doesn't make sense. I'm a good person, right? And I offer good. So why am I not getting that back? And I was enraged at the time about the injustice. And at that time, I was saying to my clients, it was in my nail shop, I was like, you know what? the pendulum in life must swing both ways. And the rule of the dark has been going on for so long. For thousands of years, this pendulum has swung in the weight of the power being in the hands of the dark. And then last year, around my father's birthday in November, I chanted a message, which I've referred to a lot, about, you know, Gaia and God have a conversation. They're like, yeah, the energy is ready now. The energy is ready for, in other words, the energy is ready. The oven is hot. The oven is hot. In the heart chakra, there's enough love on earth, pure positive energy, love on earth, that it's time for a shift in the balance of wealth and power. And I've been talking about this pendulum shift for many, many years, but I had no idea. It was not for me to see what that would look like in our society. But now that it's unfolding in the physical 3D, we all get a look at what that looks like. So keep calm, keep cool, be peaceful in our response as we understand that major energy on earth is shifting right now. The bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, this actually enhances what we got from our flashcards, because remember, we're not talking about individuals in this. We're talking about a collective energy that is hitting all humanity on earth. And this Lover's card says the divine masculine energy, the masculine energy is looking to the feminine energy. The feminine energy is looking to the higher consciousness, the all that is, the angelic realm, the 5D, the spirit, okay? And so behaviors on earth are beginning to unfold. The actions on earth are unfolding according to that spiritual connection, according to a balance between behaviors and those behaviors being inspired spiritually. And that is leading to justice, praise, things that were imbalanced, unfair, uncool, that's so uncool, being set right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to start the list. And I remembered today. So let's see. How many donations do we have right now before I go into the day's experience? I see Sherry Davis with her $5. So Sherry, you're on the list. You'll be first today. And then Wanda said she sent a Venmo. So Wanda, I got you on the list. And then I see Jolene sent a Zelle. And I want to say hello to all of you ladies, and thank you so much for all your loving support. It's deeply appreciated. And do me a favor while I'm doing this message, put in the comments, if you can do it in all caps so it's easy for me to see, whether you would like to have for your donation and reciprocation an oracle message or the Hermetic tarot. You can put a question up. Otherwise, if you don't put a specific question, let's do it this way. If you don't put a specific question that needs an answer from that deck, I'll be pulling your oracle card. That's what we'll do. So with those three people coming through right now at the outset of our person or our experience of the day that wants to come out, that God says I need to talk about because somebody's going through something. And God's like, Melinda, give him some help. And so that's what we're finna do. But for everybody, now is your chance to begin to ask which of those messages is going to be yours. Will it be 1, 2, or 3? So anybody who comes to this show and the little red box is not live, for you, this is a pick a card session at the end. Once I do this next spread, right? At the end, when I do their personal readings, that's a pick a card for you. It's saying you're aligned to their energies and the message will be resonant for you. So if you want to participate in that, go ahead and begin to look at those. And decide whether it's 1, 2, or 3 for you. You still have time to get your donation and to get a mini reading, but it won't be part of the pick a card options, okay? So let's see what is the experience of the day. Love source God. Somebody's going through something. You know what's going on their heart, on their mind. You know what's weighing on their energy, and you know how to channel these principles and the guidance and the divine truths through me, okay? So with all that being said and done, I see there's a little bit of confusion, which is 1, 2, or 3. So 1, 2, or 3 is going to be, 1 will be Sherry's reading, 2 will be Wanda's reading, and 3 will be Jolene's reading, okay? So let's do that. All right. Now that I hope that's clear, I'm sure that as we move forward and I remember to do this more often, then it will get clear. Okay, so the situation, you are feeling emotionally distraught is what I'm hearing. You're feeling an emotional imbalance. Something has got you, I'm hearing up in arms. Something's bothersome to you. Let's see, what is the challenge that has got you upset? Somebody is not feeling so hot right now. Somebody is, I'm hearing continuing to mull it over, going back and forth in their head about a situation that is, for all effects and purposes, robbing them of their peace. And now I see why the peaceful response came out so strongly from the words of clarity today. So what is the thing that is crossing you? What is the challenge? The challenge is to see past the illusions and to make a decision. You have options. Somebody has got so many options available to them that it's causing them to, I'm hearing, stagnate a little bit. So let's see, what is this in regards to? Let's see, what's the recent past in this? What is the recent past in this? Thank you, thank you. All right, recent past in this. Oh, you was up worrying, trying to see the way out of this. Some anxiety, some sleepless nights, some praying, a lot of praying. Oh God, please help me see what to do. Help me find a way out of this too. Very emotional. Excuse me. Very emotional and worried. What was the situation in the past? What is the situation in the past? 3 of Wands. So whatever this was, where your options are open, you're trying to make a decision and see through the illusions. In other words, somebody here says, I know there's something, I just can't see it. I know there's something here that I'm missing. I know there's a truth and I just want to see it, you know? And you have a decision to make. And for some of you, I feel like this is the energy of, I know there's a way to be at peace with what's going on in my life. I know there's a way that I could calm myself regardless of whatever pain and strife I have recently undergone. Because somebody has recently been through a lot of pain. What is the energy calling you towards? The 7 of Swords. The divine mind. And the 7 of Swords is also about, in this sense, it's telling me seeing things in a way that everybody is not going to understand. And also, they're not going to agree with you. They're not going to agree with you. Seeing the truth through the lies and discovering who is the thief in the camp. There's a thief in the camp. Who is the thief in the camp? Also, there's an energy of, you were very open in the past with a lot of your plans. And I'm hearing for you, especially I'm feeling right now the energy of business related, financial plan related, and even what plans you're making in regards to your relationship, pulling back. It's not everybody's business. What God wants you to know is the 2 of Wands. What God wants you to know is you have the world at your disposal. All the energy flows to what you focus upon. All the energy flows to what you focus upon. So whatever choice you make, if you remember who and what you are, that you are the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, you will find that you will be supported in what choice you make. You will find that you will be supported in what choice you make. God also says part of the reason you're having difficulty in making this choice is because what you're trying to choose, what you're wanting to choose more than anything, is something that you've not really chosen before. You haven't tried this before. It's different. So it makes your nerves get triggered. It makes sure insecurities come up. It makes sure it feels like fear. It feels like fear. It feels like anxiety. It feels like, I can't do this. I don't think I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. Yes. And God made me look at the bottom of the deck. It's a Fool card. Yes. See, what you're getting ready to do, the choice that you really want to make, is something that you've not really done before. It's different. It's starting a new journey. It requires that you take a risk. Okay. It requires that you take a risk and that you trust that you will be supported. So let's see. What's your approach to this? What are you doing? Oh, look at that. The Fool card comes back out. So you are going to trust. Let's look at the external influence. You are going to take the risk, knowing that you have everything. You are healthy, whole, and complete. You have everything you need to move forward confidently in this. Let's look at the external party is the King of Cups. Oh, so we could be talking about a love ship or a situation with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces individual. Most likely a masculine individual. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman who has very masculine tendencies. She's more behavior oriented than emotionally oriented. Okay, if it's a female. This King of Cups, I feel like he has feeling. He carries the Ace of Cups. There is love there, but he's not going to necessarily show it. Look at his face. His face is not very loving. He's very like matter of fact, business appearance, very regal. So this is somebody who has a lot of emotion and they know it. They may have a little bit of a challenge in showing it. All right, let's look at the innermost hopes and fears, or in other words, your real vibration about this is the Knight of Cups. You really feel like this is what I asked for. I wanted this in my life. So I feel like for you, yes, this is this opportunity. Somebody is getting ready to take a risk in love, but you are not going to tell everything because you know, ooh, I'm hearing this person is not ready to hear it all. So you may already be feeling some love emotions for somebody who's rather new in your energy, who's rather new to your experience, but and it's ready. Like the oven is right there. It's like the oven is hot. The heart is here. The heart is active, but it's like you're not going to tell. In other words, not making plans for the future out loud. You could be thinking about them in your head. Well, maybe you see where this is going. Okay, but you're not going to be like, well, I've already seen us. We're going to march down the aisle. We're going to have 3 kids, and this is where our main house will be, and there's a vacation house over there, and this is the kind of cars we have. Like somebody could be very psychic, and knowing exactly where this relationship is going, but it's like you're not going to tell everything because you would literally agitate this person. I'm also hearing that you can flip that because it's some of my viewers that are dealing with a person who's seen the outcome of the relationship and knows where they want to take it, and you really want to receive this love, but at the same time you're scared to receive this love, which is why you are showing up as a Temperance in reverse. This whole opportunity to love has got you a bit in your skin, like agitated, and in your head too much. You feel like you're being deceived. You feel like there's no possible way this could be as beautiful as it looks like, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Let's see the outcome. We have the bonus card coming out as an outcome. And what is being bonus? We're going to pull right off the top and see what's being bonus. The Page of Wands in reverse. This is you holding back. I don't want to go for this. I'm afraid. I don't want to go for this. Why? Because your intuition is talking to you, but you don't want to hear it. You don't want to go with what your intuition is telling you. Interesting. So somebody has an opportunity for love here, and your most likely outcome is that you're not going to go for it. Why is my client going to choose? Why is the viewer here going to choose not to go for it? We have 2 cards coming out. Whoa, the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands is in reverse. The King of Pentacles is upright. So although you feel it, you don't want to act on what you feel, because you're looking for stability. Maybe this person is presenting themselves in a way that makes you fear that you have to give up the stability that you have. Well, what is God's advice for my viewer? What is the advice for my viewer? The Page of Cups. You got to look, have fun. You got to give yourself the chance to have some fun. And God said, you got to look at the opportunity in front of you. Think about it again. Think about it again. Take some time to look at it for a while. You don't have to make a decision right now. You don't have to make a decision right now. You can take some time. You don't have to rush and make a choice at this moment. Yes, there it is. You don't have to rush. The Chariot is in reverse. You do not have to rush. You could take your time with this. You do not have to rush. What else God wants you to know? The Two of Cups is here. This is a soul connection, which is why it's triggering you. It's triggering your fears because you've been hurt before. You've been through some things before. You've been lied to before. But I want to know, why is the Seven of Swords here? Why is the Seven of Swords here as it relates to my viewer love source card? Why is my viewer coming up on my viewer's side? Why is the Seven of Swords here? We have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, both in reverse. Ooh, I have a viewer here who doesn't want to work together. Somebody does not want partnership. Somebody here does not want to be connected. They don't want to engage. They don't want to partner up. Let's see, why is the Seven of Swords here as it relates to the other party? What do we need to know about this other party? What is the unseen factor? Why is the Seven of Swords here about the other party? We have the Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles is in reverse. Wow. What you need to know about the other party that you don't know is this person has actually done a lot of healing from codependency. A lot of healing from codependency. And so part of why, oh, that makes sense. Thank you. What I'm hearing is this person isn't like clinging. What you need to know is why this person isn't acting like you're the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, and is because they're not that codependent anymore. They've already healed a lot of their codependency issues, which means, in effect, they're going to allow you to have all the time, all the space you request. They're not going to pressure you. They have real feelings for you. They have real love for you, but they can pick up on you and your agitation and your fears. So they're going to give you time to chill and to think about what you really want. And that's really, the advice for you is think about what you really want. Think about what you really want, because this is a soul connection here. This is a soul connection here. Two people with the heart condition that matches. Are you going to let your fears and your self-sabotage stop you from taking this opportunity? Does it mean every day is going to be sunshine and roses? Honey, if you waiting on a relationship where your partner is never going to upset you, you'll never be triggered, and they're just going to be perfect all the time, 24/7 until you die, you'll be waiting until you die. And you unite to Source, who is the only possible person where it could always be just that way. Okay. Humans on earth, see, you didn't come to earth to be in heaven. Rewind that and say it again. Okay. You didn't come to earth to be in heaven. One more time. Okay. You didn't come to earth to be in heaven. See, if you wanted to be in heaven, you would have stayed in heaven. Do that make sense, folks? Earth is a spiritual training ground. It is a place for spiritual growth and evolution. And I don't care who the relationship is. I mean, think about it. Your first relationship was with your parents. How many of you always got along with your parents or your siblings? Shit, some of y'all can't even get along with your pets. I'm just saying. But what is your response to that? How do you respond? Have you yet learned to respond in peace, to bring peace to the table, to attempt this love thing, to connect peacefully, and to transform and transmute your fears so you can see happiness? The bottom of the deck we have is the King of Swords. You or the person you're dealing with could have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is somebody who is all up in their head. This person is very intellectual, but these are the facts. This is what I think. Somebody's all up in their mind. Below that, we have the Tower, all up in the head, but ego strike. The ego strike. Some false beliefs, some false ideas is coming down. And shock and awe, baby, because when this relationship came together, when these people came together, and wasn't nobody ready for it. If you were looking for it, you wouldn't have lined up with it, because just by looking for it, you're saying, it's not here. I got to go find it. That vibration, it will keep it away from you in and of itself. But because you were not looking for it, you were busy minding your business, taking care of what make you feel good and what you wanted to do, and going out and doing you, or staying in and doing you. However you do you, you were busy doing you. and just minding your business, you aligned with it. You aligned with it, and it took you by surprise. You felt like you were not ready for it. As a matter of fact, it started coming in really fast. Some of y'all noticed a huge energetic draw when you met this person, and it scared the crap out of you. You're like, no, 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 no. I don't want this. I don't want this. I decided I wasn't looking for this. Joke's on you. Universe got jokes. God got jokes. Oh, you don't want love no more? Okay, cool. Now that you don't want it, you can have it. See, when you want something, you're saying, I don't have it. When you say, I don't want that, it's because you already have it energetically. When you stop focusing on something, you definitely remove resistance. See, some of us really tamper and self-sabotage our use of visualization and the laws of attraction because we're focusing so intently on what we would like to materialize as an experience or external party in our relationship or in our life, that it becomes resistant because the inner emotions is, I don't have it, I don't have it. And you're trying to lie to yourself and trick yourself. And so you keep digging yourself deeper into that hole of not having it. But if you could focus on what you enjoy, focus on what you love. Well, I do have this, and just focus there and just go there. Then just by stopping thinking about it, you remove resistance. Now you're generating the I have, I enjoy, I love, I appreciate this over here, what I do. In that, all those other desires are now fed the energy that you're sustaining of wanting no more, of I am satisfied. I'm satisfied with my life. So the more you can get into the energy of satisfaction, appreciation, and gratitude, for those of you who are still looking for a relationship or wanting a relationship, like, dude, you're going to be looking and wanting for a long time. So this has been very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. I really like this reading. So that is our reading that we have for today for our experience that wanted to come out. It was definitely a love thing. If it was yours, claim it. Let me know. Put some feedback in the comments below. Really appreciate that. Now we're going to get into our personal mini readings for those who sent their donations of $5 or more. I'm so excited to move forward and do these for you. I'm going to add Kat to our list. I see Kat's donation came through. Give me just a second. And hold on a second, ladies. All right, so we're going to begin with Sherry. Just going to look through real quick. All right, so all right. So Sherry, I don't see like a specific question, but I'm going to go ahead and pull you an oracle message. So if you chose number 1 for the pick a card part, this will be for you. What is the perfect message for Sherry? I'm so glad at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The perfect message for Sherry. This is it. Joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it way better. Today, I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today, I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. And I hear, if you could do that, just like popcorn, everything in life will begin to pop. So we talked at the outset about having a peaceful response, and about not having control over the actions and behaviors of others, that their actions don't matter. That's why the action card is still not showing its face. Yes. It really ain't nowhere for it to hide, so I'm tripping. But joy is the answer. I'm hearing joy and pain. It's like sunshine and rain. So what will you choose? Will you choose the joy or the pain? Because it's all there. And shoot, you could even you can become a energetic master, and you can begin to dance in the rain or the pain. And that's how you transmute energies. See, life is going to bring you whatever, Sherry. It's going to bring you whatever you got going on in your energy that you need at the time. But if you can respond in joy, even when it doesn't feel so hot, knowing that somehow this is serving me a blessing, it must be that. When you decide what it is, it must be that. So sit in joy and know that this is all serving you, and put joy all over everything. And how can you do that? And how can you begin to do that better? How can you do that more percentage of the time than not? Is what I'm getting for you, Sherry. So, and anybody who chose card number 1, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Wanda, I want to thank you for your $10 donation today. And let me just look and make sure I don't see a question on here. I believe it was just what's for me, the Oracle card. So what is the perfect message for, look, Wanda at this time is, it came immediately, girl. Now, it came on the second time that I shuffled in the hand. So this is about your dealings with others, okay? So not you by yourself, but with others. These could be significant relationships of any form. And it says, don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. And so, likewise, again, their actions do not matter. For those of you who chose card number 2, their actions do not matter. You don't know what's going on in their day. Don't take it personally. When it rains all over the place. It's not usually just on one person. People are going through things. Don't take it personally. As a matter of fact, and this is a little bit of harmony and blending between messages 1 and 2. If you what I'm being shown is an example, an illustration of a situation that somebody is either dealing with or about to deal with, where you're outside of a convenience store and it's like a gas station or something, right? And somebody like, you fucking bitch, or some other like really unnecessary and rude comment to you. And instead of joining them in their low vibration, you just say simply, thank you, and walk away. Literally. So that's how you can pour joy on it. And understand something. Ooh, this is so important, people. So important. Wanda, so important. You trigger people. The light in you shines so bright that it's just like looking at the sun. People be like, it's too bright. I can't handle it. I can't, it burns my eyes. Okay. And so when they're triggered, they say things. But see, for them to speak something for you to hear and for it to hit your physical ears, it started in their heart. It transmuted into their brain. And then it came out of their vocal cords. So where did it come from? It came from within them. Now, if we're all mirrors of one another, then all you're doing is being a mirror so they can see themselves. So a lot of times when these people, and I'm hearing 99% of the time, the other 1% is somebody who actually loves you and has some constructive criticism, and they have like, what is it? Two-way mirror. They have a two-way mirror because they did the work already themselves. Because of having done the work, they're able to offer constructive criticism. Huge difference. As opposed to this one who's just looking at a mirror, hasn't done the work. They don't have a two-way mirror. So this person is telling you some shit about you, but really it's all they can hear with their own 2 ears. the words coming out of their mouth, because this is them beginning to process an energy that they're holding. And usually they'll be triggered because of something shining bright in you that is causing their shadow to get darker, right? So we have a light bulb right here. Okay, here's a light bulb. Now, if I put the shadow, it's kind of, yeah, you see the shadow? But if I get real close, oh, hold on. Bad effect, because I got another light bulb. But if you get real close to it, the shadow is darker. Even just look on my hand. The shadow gets darker the closer you get to the light. You see? So there, I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that this whole like interactive display and behavior or whatever, this whole performance, I think you get the gist of what we're saying. Because you're shining so bright, their shadows is highlighted. The closer they get to you, the more they get triggered, the more their shadows is highlighted. So they can talk shit to you so that they can hear the words coming out of their mouth, because chances are you ain't the first one to trigger them that way. That's the message for you, Wanda. Thank you for your $10 donation. Now for Jolene, what is a perfect message for Jolene? And for those who would find this on the replay, we chose card number 3 for the pick a card. Card number 3. Jolene, Listener Sky, was a perfect message for Jolene. You know what's on her heart. You know what's on her mind. You know what she needs to hear most at this time. Thank you. This one. Impermanence. Jolene, life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. As I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. In other words, the one guarantee in life, the one thing that you know is going to always be is change. Life will always be change. And I hear, I will love you while you're here, because I don't know how long you're going to be here, but I'm sure going to love you while you're here. Whether that is an experience, a person, an item, you know, everything is temporary in this world. You are temporary in this world. And so appreciate what you have while it's here. If it's not very fun, appreciate the fact that, hey, that cycle's done and now it's time for a new one. So know that everything is changing. And it's like the more you try to hold on to things, it leads you to a very low vibration, because you don't want to allow the changes to happen. And it's interesting because what's that saying? If you love something, release it, let it go. If it returns to you, it was always yours. And if it doesn't, it was never. So this is why and this is important for some reason for you, Jolene, to know that in twin flame relationships, there's this back and forth separation and reunion energy that goes on. Back and forth separation and reunion, okay? Make the best of it while you have it, because the one thing you know is it will change. All right. The next on the list I have is Cat. Cat, bless God, you know exactly what is on Cat's heart and mind. Thank you for the perfect message for Cat at this time. And let's see what's the perfect message for Cat. All right. Wanda said, I'm always wondering why I have those reactions from others. Now I get it. Great. That is the only amazing, awesome thing that came from today's show. It was worth every bit of love and energy that I put into it, because that's what I'm here for. Do you know how long it took me to figure that out, Wanda? Like, seriously, I got tired of everybody hating on me. I felt like everybody hated me. Nobody liked me. And that was my experience for so long. So I started transmuting energies. And then I learned, because I wanted to transmute the energies, God showed me. And now I share it with you. And by simply acknowledging, knowing it, and transmuting the energies. Okay, so real quick sidebar. How did I transmute the energies? I intentionally decided that everywhere I go, because it was particularly women hating on me, I would compliment. Where I went, I would find a woman to compliment authentically and genuinely from the bottom of my heart to change the energies. And let me tell you, I get so many compliments now. There's a place open for karaoke, and I went to sing karaoke for the first time since COVID started at a place other than my living room or my bedroom or my own garage. And so last night I was so excited because I was like, okay, yeah. The DJ came, she's like, I didn't forget about you. I had already sang like 5 songs, had so much fun. And the DJ came by. She's like, I didn't forget about you. I'm going to get to you. I was like, it's okay. I said, the next one will probably be my last one anyways. But thank you so much. I'm so glad that I bumped into you. And you told me that you had this gig. And she's like, when it was my turn to sing, she's like, do you want to sing Focus again? I had sang Focus by her. And she was like, they want to hear that song. And we wanted to know if you wouldn't mind singing it for us again. I was like, sure. It was like, I didn't even think I sang that one that good, but I would love to. And so when I got the mic, I was like, I have a special request. Y'all asked me to sing this song for you. So here you go, and I want to thank you. So I say all this to say, like, I completely changed my vibration. Where I saw that they hated me and they didn't like me, I didn't understand that it was because I was shining so bright that it was highlighting where they could shine brighter. And it was to draw them up, to encourage them, to empower them. But they didn't know it. They were in a different state of evolution than I was. But as I did the work for myself, I hold a different energy now. And I now know that everything and everyone loves me on this planet. And they're all just at different places. And by my acceptance of that and my awareness of how these things work energetically, of the soul behaviors that are coming out of us, the reflection I see in the world is different now. And I get a lot more appreciation. And why? Because I found more appreciation. What I was putting out changed. So what I saw changed. Okay. They don't hate you. They want to be like you. Oh my God. Okay. We're not done sidebarring. Kat, I have your card, by the way. Have to sidebar a little bit more. When I started doing my wild nail styles back in 2007, it was all a French tip with silver glitter line, and I got so much hate. And I didn't want everybody to copy my design, so all I ever put online was a picture of my business card way back in the MySpace days, okay? Now, what ended up happening is what I didn't want, I don't want them to copy me and my designs. Guess what? The whole world started copying me and my designs because the focal point was not on being the only one to do it. The focal point was on copying my design. So now the whole world is copying my styles, right? And I wanted to remain anonymous. I didn't want anybody to see my face. I didn't want people to know who I was. Well, guess what? Now people know who I am. They see my face. They know who I am. They know what to do. Anyways, it all worked out in the end. But it's like in there, I had some work come up from inside of me, which was realizing that when they copy you and they want to do what you do or look like you or behave like you or mimic you in some way, is because there's something that they appreciate so much about you, whether they ever can admit this to themselves or to you, that they want it for themselves. So that's the end of the sidebar. Ladies, take it, run with it. Gentlemen, take it, run with it. It will greatly change your world. Kat, your card is here, darling, and it says, playfulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. Okay. So, again, playfulness is here. So, Sherry, this energy for you today, or Kat, sorry, Sherry, I see your second donation of $5. So I will pull you another card. Kat, this energy for you today is telling you that you're going through a healing situation, the medicine, Mary Poppins in the medicine, put some sugar in it. In other words, cast a spell. Even this is sweet for me. This is sweet for me. And everything is always working out for me. And I'm the divine child of creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. Everything is always working out for me type energy. Enjoy, play the Mary Poppins way. All right? All right. Now, Sherry. Sherry is asking the question, do I get a computer for my custom of incoming for my 75% continent and 25%? Okay, so she wants to know if she gets a computer, right? Is that correct me if I'm wrong, Sherry? I see that you want to know if you get a computer. Do you get a computer is the question I'm getting. And that is a yes or no. So I'm pulling out the Hermetic Tarot for you. All right. I hope you've all found some great messages that empower you through today's session. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, I love what I do. I love being of service to you. Love Source God, what is the answer to Sherry? Yes or no? If anybody had a yes or no, you can tune in, tap in, turn on to this if you want to. Did you give this video a thumbs up? I mean, that's a great way to reciprocate. You could even share it. So if we get an ace and 13 cards, Sherry, the answer is yes. Clear and specific yes. If we do not, then the answer is no. So let's see. One. One. The one that popped out, girl, it's an ace. Yes, 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 yes. The ace popped out. What did I just say? All right, clear and specific yes. There you go. Clear and specific yes. Go for it, girl. With that, we've reached the end of today's segment. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lpazero.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Quick, did you got here just in time? I had to hold that on for a minute for you.
Yo, don't come see Jasmine's friend.